What is your name, please?
Nadine,
Okay, and why did you come to see Amy Goodman?
because I'm a fan of her show Democracy Now. I try to watch it every day, and I think she's an amazing journalist. That's why I'm here.
What do you get out of Democracy Now?
Everything that you don't get from the corporate media. The range of stories and the people she has on are people you usually don't get access, you don't hear from in the corporate media. So she's a very important source of information for me.
Well, according to Amy's book, all you get from the corporate media is static, which I think is correct.
Yeah, you tend to hear the same people and same views. Democracy Now tends to present views that are normally silenced in the mainstream media.
She says she goes where the silence is, and that's what she looks for.
Yes, that's why we watch her show. That's why it's such an important resource in our lives. And because she's, she really truly lives up to her role as a journalist. She questions people in power, and she, does not take what they say for granted. For all these reasons.
Cindy Sheehan. She gives a speech at the Veterans for Peace Convention in Dallas on August 5th, 2005. And she decides quite spontaneously that she would go to Crawford the next day. She said she couldn't enjoy another vacation because she lost her son, Casey, in Sadr City, Baghdad, on April 4th, 2004, 40404, she says. And she said since she couldn't enjoy another vacation, she would go to the vacation retreat of the president, of the commander-in-chief, who she said had sent her son to his death, to ask him one question. For what noble cause did my son die? She didn't really know the geography of the area, but she said, I'm in Texas anyway, how far could Crawford be? So the next morning, she headed in a small caravan of vets to Crawford. And she took up residence in the ditch outside the presidential estate. We won't call it a ranch, because it isn't. And she just stayed there. She said she wanted an hour of the president's time. Now, the White House Press Corp was there. They're the ones that follow him everywhere, not exactly known for their independence, right? They're the ones who so enjoy that access of evil. That's trading truth for access. But they're not enjoying it in the summer heat of Texas. 110-degree weather day after day with the president on one of the longest vacations in presidential history. And so beware of even this embedded press corps when there's this relentless, persistent woman and they can't get access to the president they cover. But eventually they did, and they asked him, and this is the power of the press, when they ask the right question, they can get it answered, And they asked the president, why won't you meet with this grieving mother? And he responded, I have to get on with my life too, he said. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported that he said that day, they reported that that day he went mountain bike riding for 2 hours. He napped, he fished, he took in a Little League luncheon, and I think they said he did some reading. But he didn't have time for Cindy Sheehan, and she wouldn't give up. Now the press turned to her and said, why haven't you spoken out before? You're so eloquent, you're so articulate. And she said, I have spoken out. You just haven't been listening.